Well. Back for another TDA today. Yes, indeed. All right. What I want to do now is set up a few sentence starters to help you get started or continue or improve upon your TDA. So let's go over yesterday's notes. One of the words that you see here is boundary, right? And we know the story here, right? Of little things are big. Take a look. There's a picture of Jesus Colon, the writer. He's in New York City. He's in the subway. He sees a harassed mother and their children across the street. It's late at night, but it's 1956, and he'd like to be courteous like all the people in that picture that just flashed by a second ago, but he can't be courteous because he's afraid that it might be taken the wrong way. As it is such a racist time, right? It's only been 2 years after Brown v. Board. Well, guess what? He has to have a particular boundary, right? So let's use this word boundary here. The essayist, Jesus Colon, is worried he might cross a boundary. He uses a parallelism to show this, period, and then you would provide a quotation from the essay. Let's see what else we can do. All right. So now we've got thinking about it in terms of systems. Well, I think the stereotype is particularly powerful here, right? And it's communicated in this example here in red, right? Or would you think worse than that, perhaps? And then there's a few questions that are skipped in between, right? But there's a bunch of questions in that part, so you can find that part in the story, right? So many slanders are written every day in daily press against blacks and Puerto Ricans, right? So we can use that word stereotype. The narrator is concerned that a negative stereotype might be applied to him. He tells the reader this when he writes, comma, quote, and then you would find a quote. Let's do another setup. Cause and effect, right? We have here cause, he wants to be courteous, he wants to be polite. Effect, he might end up worse off than when he started just for trying to help someone because they're white and they are suspicious of even the nicest impulses of others. All right, so let's use that cause and effect. If Colon, that's his last name, were to help the white mother, comma, then the effect might be, and you can finish that thought. You can use that after a quotation. I'm sure it would be powerful and would work well. And then finally, boom, perspectives, viewpoint. How can we use that word viewpoint? Wow, we could say something like, from Cologne's viewpoint, being courteous might cause, then we can go from there. All right, go ahead. This is the time to pause it, and you can get those sentence starters down now to help you push through this essay.